technically, it's not work for us. It's work for y'all. So we could do it on Saturday.
Yeah, we could. I'm free on Saturday. The only time, well, yeah, I'm free on Saturday basically. Well, it depends also too because it depends.
Hold on for a second. Save. Yes. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, bro, because in talking about y'all,
I'm just pop up your screen.
Nah, hold on. I think I broke my own world record.
In what?
In Tetris Theater. 3 against 1 super hard against a computer. Replay. Oh my God. I broke my record.
Huh? You got don't you gotta send it in?
18 seconds. The fastest that I ever beat the computer on the hardest difficulty was 25 seconds. And over here talking about I wasn't even paying attention. I just was just playing this, talking to you. Let me look at my own replay. Hold on. 18 seconds. 3v1 super hard against a computer. Hold up.
What you on a computer? What you doing on the computer? Did it on a computer?
Yes. Yeah.
And then post out. Look. What is this?
That's crazy.
Hey, you gotta send it. Don't you gotta send it in to
No, it's just personally for me. It's just
okay.
for me. Hold on for a second. Hold up. Let me start this over. Right?
That means something good about to happen in the stream. But it did already for you. It'll be my turn next. All right, let me check and see.
All right. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Let me go back. I gotta hold on timer. Hold on. I'm coming, Rich. I'm coming.
Yeah. Take it down. I ain't joking.
I'm coming right now. My fastest time. My fastest time in Tetris. 1, 2, 3, 1 against level hard difficulty 25 seconds. Difficulty against the 3 hardest characters in the game.
What's up now? I can't hear you. Oh, you
I
got it
just
muted.
noticed they
Oh,
all
there you go.
just died. And I was like, wait, what? They all just died? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
You know,
Nah.
every time you show me those feet,
Yeah.
clearly you have for a reason.
But this was on accident. No, I know I was slow. That's why I can't understand why I won. I wasn't paying attention. You can ask Reg. I was just talking to Reg the whole time. I was just like, yeah, and blah blah. I said, wait a minute. You know what we should be doing? Instead of doing a show on a Sunday, if this isn't giving service to Yah, we should do this on his day. For this is giving service and reverence to Yah. Bam, 18 seconds. You know, it's those little hints God is telling you is like, you know, yo, pay attention. You just take that exactly. So Saturday is the day. Saturday at 3 o'clock. That's what we're going to do. We're doing our podcast on Saturday, every 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's what that means. That's God's like, yo, yeah, because God talks to you through actions. You just have to be able to pick up on it if Yah sees you. You have to, when Yah speaks through actions, if you miss it, you miss the message. But there's a reason that happened right when I was saying that to him. It was when I was saying that to him. And I was like, wait, they just died? It's like y'all came and said, he needs to see something. All right, we in there. We in there. Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. 10 to 3 o'clock, right?
3 p.m. on Saturdays. We in there. Let me play this back.
All right.
Wait a minute. Tell me. Huh?
I'm used to this. You don't do it.
And I moved.
The best you've been in.
Hold on for a second. Let me go back. Let me go to the start over. Right? Boom. Start over. Try force. 19, 20. Play. I want everyone to see it because it's 30 seconds.
What you recording? You recording?
I'm about to post this on Twitter. I'm about to tell the story. Like in talking about a podcast that I'm going to be doing to praise Yah, Yah, and blah blah blah. This happened while talking about giving Yah his reverence on his day. All right, save it. Save successfully. Let me go back. I want to make sure it plays from that thing. Mommy comes. Ah, it starts here. X. All right, yeah, that's what we're sharing this on Twitter. Post. All right. Let me just post it so we can start the podcast. And my wife just said bye.
Hello.
All right, she said bye.
I ain't know Jamaica that crazy, man. I don't know water strikes and shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is a water strike? Like stop you from getting well water or stop you the river? What?
Not just all major cities and towns that use water pipeline. No water's coming through the pipes.
That's crazy.
Very. 18 seconds while preparing. While preparing. 1 second. I gotta type this with while preparing for the where is it? For the 9th commandment. While preparing for the 9th commandment podcast. With Reg, what's your Twitter out with?
Uh, at uh at Versatile Red.
Kyle. Versatile.
Versatile.
Hey, oh, it's versatile. Tile. Versatile Reg, just REG, right?
Yeah.
While preparing for the ninth command. Am I spelling commandment right?
Come on.
Commandment, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Commandment, right? It
yeah.
just doesn't look right. There's
It
no,
don't.
there's no,
It,
there's no red thing underneath it. It just don't look right.
it look like too many letters, huh?
Yeah, like, whatever. While preparing for the ninth commandment podcast with Versatile Reg, um, I um, I was discussing. I was discussing, right, about doing the podcast on y'all's day, on on
Trying to see if it.
coming right now, man. Just give me 1 second. I gotta put this out, B. All praise be to y'all on y'all Sabbath day, right?
Need to find.
I wasn't wasn't even paying attention.
All right.
I wasn't even paying attention to the game.
All right.
But this happened. Right? Uh, what's up? L L code L code L code super hard. I see difficulty.
All right. Let's see. Let me see what turn this. It should be a lot. Oh no, it'll be. I can't wait. Oh, no, 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 no. Should make sure everything written right. All right. Making sure everything working right, yo.
Reg, I was discussing about doing the podcast on y'all's Sabbath day. I wasn't even paying attention to the game, but then this happened. L code super hard with spicy difficulty. Guess I stream on the podcast on Saturdays. Back on one thing and we're good to go.
Hold up. This Rob did some shit for me for my stream and shit like that. I'm gonna show you. Let me see if I can show you right quick. Let me see something right quick. My stream. Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen right. Wait, go live. See what he did. Videos. Where's it? Hold on. I'm gonna find where the fuck is Dropbox. Okay, look. Is it? Can you see this?
Let me see now. Wait a minute. I'm looking. I'm in your.
Let me move away from the mic because this shit loud.
Watch stream. I gotta watch a stream.
Yeah.
Multiple platforms. Oh, that was good. Prodigy does that?
Yeah, he do all that shit. Yeah, he do everything.
Man, nah, man. He gotta
I'm telling
help me with that.
I'm telling you, he do all that shit. I'm telling you, he did all that shit. He sent it to me yesterday on what's it called that? Dropbox. You see, this is another one. This is it. See? Yeah.
That's crazy. Checking.
I do all that shit. Him and you know Evil. You know who Evil is, huh? The chick, my best friend.
Who?
Evil. Her name Evil on a I don't know her real name. Oh, Jacqueline. Yeah, they did all kind of shit. Anyway, yeah. Did a lot of shit for me. Oh, you see me get done with the cloud ceiling shit?
If I saw you get down with the call center, I don't. What do you mean?
Yeah, the cloud ceiling. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. See that? Oh, you can't really see it. It's kind of red as a mud.
No.
Oh, let me back up.
Oh no, I saw the cloud ceiling. I saw the cloud ceiling when you sent it to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like a storm, but
yeah. I done that shit. I'm gonna do some more stuff. I'm gonna add like some nano stuff, man. Some LED nano. Let's see. My shit like red. Obviously my favorite color. I sent it to like 2 people that said, "What you in hell?" I said, "What? Why you bring up some shit like that? I ain't in fucking hell. I just like red."
Well, it's because it's red. Yeah, it's because it's red. That's why.
Red, yeah. They were joking, but you know, like goddamn, y'all know I'm favorite color red and green and shit. So. How I go? Trying to see what. That's why I need the other shit too. You can remove.
7 o'clock. As long as I can get to the place by 8 o'clock, we should be good. So this is the pre-podcast. One moment.
You should everything right, man. This shit is kind of crazy to do. This shit kind of crazy to do because man, this shit it takes a lot to fucking try to stream and shit, bro. You gotta do two types of verification. You gotta go on Facebook. You gotta allow stream OBS to go on your Facebook. Then you gotta go through email. Then you gotta go through your cell phone. You're typing a code. They'll send you a code that says, "Well, type this code into this website." You do like the email thing. You gotta go to your email and do the same thing, and then you gotta go back to the app because this is Streamlab OBS, right? Which you gotta stream through, right? Now, right now, I'm streaming through like two different services. I'm streaming through Facebook and I'm streaming through YouTube. So when you stream the two of them, you gotta buy a certain. First of all, you gotta buy a certain package to do multiple social media. So you could do like Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. At the same time, and they got a feature where you could do, let's say, like a hip hop gamer who I interviewed before. He streamed through his personal YouTube, and then he'll stream through Hot 97 YouTube. So he'll stream both. Well, matter of fact, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So he do all that at the same time. So you gotta get a certain subscription and do multiple at one time. It's like it's easy, but the thing is, with Facebook shit set up, you gotta do a bunch of shit at one time or something like that. So that's aggravating. You see on the top corner right here, right? When it says multi-stream. So this is right here with my YouTube, right? Now if I go to any other platform, I can't type in my chat. So it's my comment. I can read the comment, but I can't talk. I can't type in my chat. If I go on YouTube, you see where it says, "Oh, I signed into the chat." Wait, or you mess with appear publicly. Anyway, but it's just so much shit with Facebook. Facebook literally took forever to do. Oh, let me take this off. Yeah, forgot. Now it's gonna be like a preview stream and shit like that. We'll talk about a little small shit. On Sunday, we're gonna really gonna start because, and I stay in Metairie, so fucking traffic is crazy as a motherfucker. Like out of all days, it ain't had traffic. Not traffic, but they always had traffic. But it ain't had an accident. Out of all days, they have an accident. Now, I got home like literally like 6:00. I usually get home at 5:30, 5:45. Now, it is. I ain't gonna say it's a bad day, but then Sunday, kids.
Everything happens
Life.
for a reason.
Yeah, I say that. Look what happened to you when we first started.
Exactly. Everything happens for a reason. You ain't gonna hear me complaining. Ain't no complaints here.
I ain't go to bed till like 12:30. I just couldn't sleep last night, so just. But I prayed. I prayed before the stream and everything. Prayed before the stream and pre last night, man. Just try to get some shit done, man. Just trying to get some shit done. I got moves to do, man. I got things to do.
Let me know when you're ready to start. We can just start.
Yeah, we can start. 30 seconds. Yeah, you good. Hold on one second. I wonder if it's. I say friends. No. Public. Okay. Hey, you got noise canceling on? Because I don't hear nothing you doing right there. Like, I only hear you when you talk. I don't hear the
Yeah,
fan, none of that.
I'm using a what's the name of this thing here? A snowball. So the snowball has
But
noise canceling.
yeah, I got an Elgato, so I mean you could
Well, I don't
you
hear
gotta.
I don't hear anything other than when you're talking. So
Oh, that's a good thing too. You don't hear that? You don't hear that the AC unit, the back right here?
talking to me?
Yeah, you don't hear the AC unit right there.
No.
All right. Uh, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Resinue. Some people call me on YouTube, Twitter, Versatile Reg. I'm from New Orleans. The podcast is called The Ninth Commandment. It actually was his idea with the Ninth Commandment. I just wanted at first it's would have been what God honest truth, but you were like, huh?
Oh yeah, you had said the God honest truth,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then I had said that the theme is to keep it real and
real,
honest.
yeah.
But as humans, we sin every day and we lie. And if we use Yah's name and something goes wrong, then we use his name in vain. We'd be violating one of the commandments. So we couldn't say God's honest truth because we're humans, we're fallible we don't know everything. And if you just say God's honest truth and then we say a lie indirectly because we don't know, then we use God's name to lie. So that we will be breaking the ninth commandment, which is thou shalt not bear false witness on thy neighbor's wife. Well, actually, no. We break the ninth
That-
commandment and then we also be breaking the which commandment is thou shall not use Yah's name in vain? That's two.
I'll tell you right now. But Exodus
Four
20.
is huh?
Also, it's in Exodus 20.
Yeah.
I
One second.
don't know about heart. Oh, that matter of fact, that go. That's not. That's
I got it.
number.
I got it. That is number. Well, obviously, we all know number one. You can never get number one wrong, and we all know number nine. Uh, Number three, I thought it was number four. So we shall not
Oh
take
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
name of God in vain. And,
Yeah,
by
Exodus.
lying,
Oh, I was gonna say Exodus 20 and 7. That's Exodus 20 and 7.
so
But
we would break commandment number three, and we would break commandment number nine, which translated, there are some translation issues. A lot of people, the Hebrew translation is thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Over time, we generally brought it down to thou shalt not lie. But
yeah,
thou
yeah.
shalt not lie in itself is a lie because that is not the commandment. The commandment is thou shalt not bear false witness. Because I guess saying thou shalt not lie is good because it'll teach people not to lie anyway. But
Hmm.
um, if we're gonna keep it real, it says thou shalt not bear false witness against thy
So
neighbor. But
here's
thou
another
shalt
thing
not
too.
lie.
Here's another thing too.
Yeah.
Like you know how I say thou shall. In
Yeah.
Hebrew, it's literally straightforward. So it don't be like you shall not. It's you will not. You will not. Instead of saying
Yes.
you shall like the English version. But in the Old Testament, the Most High ain't play. You fuck up, he get you out of there quick. So in Hebrew, it's straightforward. Like it's not no you shall not or you cannot. If you you get put to death. If you caught sitting straight to death, stoned. So not
So
like
here's my question.
uh huh.
I'm gonna represent all of the people who are looking for Yah with
Mm-hmm.
some very important questions. One moment. Sorry about that. I want to represent the average person who's searching for Yah,
Huh?
and because they have a lot of questions and they may not know how to phrase these questions, and a lot of people are scared to seek Yah because Yah's laws were so hard.
Mm-hmm.
The wages of sin is death.
Death. Yeah. That's
Like you die.
that's before
Now, that's before. Exactly. So for
when
those
Christ
listening to
came.
this podcast,
Hmm?
it is important to understand that when the Son of Yah came here,
Right.
for the this is funny, for the social political consideration of people of many different cultures, other faiths and religions, we will refer to Yah's Son as the Christ, the Christos, the Anointed One, the Son of Yah. It may be taken as disrespect by not using Yah's name or Yah's Son's name, but here is the consideration. In order to reach more people who are looking to come to Yah, we must take into consideration their difference of culture, their difference of language. Most importantly, language. Number two, not everyone knows the Son of Yah's name. People will say, what do you mean? It's Jesus.
Mm-mm.
Just to make this point, the letter J was not even invented until the 1600s. See the problem here? So some people will be like, wait, what? That's not true. Google it. And you'll be like, well, if the letter J was not created, right?
Yeah.
And in the Torah,
Mm.
Patawara, right? The 5 books of Moses, right? So keep this in mind. In many different books predating the letter J did not exist. So, with that in context, with us taking that in context, you have to ask your question then his name wasn't Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Logically speaking, if the letter J did not exist, his name could not be Jesus. But a lot of people refer to the Son of God as the name Jesus. The ideal here is not, it's not as important. That's not to take away from the importance, but it's not as important to get the name,
Mhm.
but to accept the reality that Yah sent his son. The Almighty sent his son. The Elohim sent his son. If you don't get the name, when I was younger, used to say, when I die, I will ask Yah to tell me the truth because I just don't believe anything man says. Man is a liar, period. So for all you lost people out there who don't know, just know that Yah sent his son. And in sending his son died for us. A lot of people say Yah sent his son to die for us. That is incorrect. How can you say that? Well, it says it in the Bible. First of all, Yah is all-knowing, all-being, all-time, Yah is omnipotent. Yah already knows what's going to happen. If Yah sent his son to die for us, then there's no reason for Yah's son to ask Yah to forgive us. What are you talking about? Jesus is God. Well, that doesn't even make any more sense than the first stuff. Why would God send himself to die to tell himself to forgive him, to forgive those he's about to punish? Yah is trying to punish and forgive at the same time. That doesn't, okay, hold on. Yah is like, I'm going to send myself to the world to die for the world, get angry when I die for the world, then tell myself to forgive the people of the world before I get angry to kill people. But I'm asking for forgiveness, but I'm going to kill you.
Christian,
Why?
Christian doctrine.
I got to pick one. You hear, like, okay, if I'm the son of Yah, that makes sense. Now I'm talking to my father and asking my father to forgive mankind, I'll die for them so that you do not punish them for the sin that they have committed. Because before your son, the wages of sin is death. So that means Yah's law means, first of all, thou shalt not, one second, thou shalt not murder, not kill, murder. We kill all the time. We kill to eat. That in its sense, if that was the case, then anyone eating meat, anyone who's eating meat, anyone who's killed to eat meat has killed. So it's not thou shalt kill, it's thou shalt not kill, it's thou shalt not murder, right? But for a fact, no one killed Yah's son. Yah's son was murdered, period. They took his life off of a false charge. That's murder. It was not just, for sure. So, Yah's son cannot, Yah's son is like, I will sacrifice my life to give them the chance to be redeemed. They're being redeemed for Yah's son sacrificing his life. According to the Bible, when Yah's son was dying or died, he split the temple in half. It rained blood. The sky turned red, lightning and thunder. And Yeshua was like, forgive them for they do not know. Okay? How can Yah explain to himself why he shouldn't kill everyone on his own law? Based on Yah's own law, thou shalt not murder. Everyone, it should have been a wrap for the world. But Yah's son asked. See, no one else could ask Yah for forgiveness for that crime. For Commandment 6 being broken. Worst of all, Commandment 6 was broken on his son. Like, you could kill... David killed one of his own soldiers so he could have somebody else's wife. So the man committed 2 sins. 3, he lied on his neighbor, which was a soldier of his, committed adultery by taking his wife. So that's commandment number 7. Then he coveted his wife. Commandment number 9 broken. Then my man murdered him. Commandment number 6 broken. That's crazy. And Yah still forgave David. Yah was like, I'll grant you, I'm angry at you because you broke some very serious commandments of mine, and Yah still forgave him. And y'all think Yah is going to forgive us for breaking commandment number 6? Thou shalt not murder. Okay, you can murder anyone, just not Yah's son. We murdered his son. Nah, we were supposed to be ghosts. That was, Yah was about to pack it up, like, wrap up this world. It's gone. I sent my son to save mankind. Y'all spit in my face and murdered my son. Then Yeshua said, or actually, because there's an argument that it's actually not Yeshua, it's Yeshua with an L. But like I said, translation issues. We get it. That's why we just call him the Son of God or the Son of Yah, right? Yahweh, because that is the way, the Elohim. So Yah's son said, Father, let him rock, please, on my death. I'll gladly give up my life to redeem them. They are pieces of dog excrements, but I understand. And off that strength, Yah was like, if not off the strength of my son, I swear on everything, it'd have been a wrap for all of y'all. So we need to give a praise through Yah's son, because Yah not trying to hear any of us anymore. We violated on the grandest level. Some of us need to use that, etc. We get it, but it's understandable for everyone to understand that the letter J was not invented until the Portuguese came to Africa. Slave trade started around that time. The letter J came around, and at that time the word Jesus existed, and black people all around the world started using it, especially in the slave trade. So keep this in mind, people. But it's not what you trying to say. Jesus don't exist? No, I'm saying the word Jesus did not exist until the 1600s. The Son of Yah, it always existed. But some people get upset. Well, his name is Jesus to me. I guess that's fine. But just keep in mind that it's the name is not that important. It's important, but not that important. What's more important is that you accept the Son of Yah has died for our sins. If not, it had been a wrap for us. We'd have been extinct like the dinosaurs. I don't know what the dinosaurs did to Yah, but they're not here. So yeah.
So makes it a question. So we speak about laws, right? So what's like me, right? So I don't eat. You don't also don't eat that seafood, pork, crab, lobster, none of that.
The only thing I eat is fish. I do not eat scavenger. And the reason
Me
why
either,
I eat
none.
fish, the reason why I eat fish is because y'all's son ate it. So I'm like, if he ate it, and also according to the book of Moses, when y'all's people was held up by the Pharaoh, we undertook a lot of their cultures, which was eating meat and all that other stuff. And Yah allowed it. Gave pardon to a lot of those things according to the story with Moses. And he allowed us to eat it, but we're supposed to eat it a certain way. We're supposed to cook our foods completely. So people like runny eggs. People eat blooded meat.
Blood sausages and shit.
Yeah, Yah doesn't rock
Nah,
with
that.
I don't know if that's necessarily a law or it's just something.
Yeah, it's a Leviticus. Yes, Leviticus. So, but tell you why. I'm gonna say this, right? So, just about every animal. So, like, I tell people, like, in New Orleans, a lot of people eat seafood, crab, lobster, oysters, mussels.
When you say seafood, are you including fish,
scavengers?
Scale, huh? Or
scavengers.
Okay,
so you can have. So, for example, a catfish. A catfish is a scavenger. A catfish don't have like any animal under the sea that don't have scales and fins. That don't eat it. Don't mess with it because it's a scavenger. It cleans the ocean, right?
It cleans the ocean. So, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So in New Orleans, the number one diet is crawfish, crab, lobster, catfish. What did I say? Crawfish, crab, lobsters, oysters. They like that shit. All those are bottom feeders. Shrimp, yeah, that too.
Shrimps is just sea roaches.
Right. So
like, we're not supposed to be eating that.
So it's kind of hard to try to tell people, look, man, stop eating that mess that causes cancer, high blood pressure. And then I also give people an example too.
Wait,
like,
hold on. Can I chime in on that a little bit?
Yeah, what's up?
And for those who question the Elohim and don't believe in Yah, right? Because it's funny. Y'all can forgive you for not believing in him. But if you don't believe in the Son and the Holy Spirit, you got problems. In fact, those are called irredeemable sins. Like it's something, that's the one thing Yah will not forgive you for. But that's another, we'll get into that a little later. But scientifically speaking, you're not supposed to eat any scavenger, land, sea, or air. That's how you mess up your life. We're all supposed to live, it says it in the Bible, mankind we're given 120 years. In America, the average lifespan is 80. Dudes lose 40 years of their life off nonsense. In Jamaica, we have, until they started bringing Burger King and all this nonsense down here, everybody was fine doing their centurion lifestyle. It wasn't a problem down here. Everybody made 110, 116, 118. It wasn't a problem. Everybody was, and this, I'm talking about like within the last 10 years. People, the last 116-year-old died like a few years ago here in Jamaica. And there's still people, 110 or whatever, but these are old people who follow, they don't eat these diets, they don't eat these things. My father died. My father was a healthy person, my mother was a healthy person. They went to America, canned food, lifespan, done, 60 years old, dead off cancer.
That's what I was going to ask you too. Like, I know you from no, I ain't gonna say you from New York. Well, you from New York. You lived in New York. What's the difference between New
Grew up in
York,
Babylon.
huh?
Grew up in
Brooklyn,
Babylon.
Babylon.
No,
So
grew
I'm
up in
asking. So,
Babylon because that's where
yeah.
that
So
is. Yeah, go
I'm
on.
asking you, like, what's between like the in Jamaica and in New York? Is that the access to food is different? I know you got a lot of Jamaicans up there. They got a lot of Trinidadians, Guyanese people up
First of
there.
all, first of
The
all, you
diet
have
different.
you have you have you have Jamaicans,
Huh?
and then you have Africans, Maroons, right? Jamaicans are Europeans. That's gonna anyone who's listening to this is gonna be completely pissed off about that statement. I'll explain to you why. Everything I explain will always be backed by logic, science, and the word of Yah. So don't argue with me. You can argue with logic, verifiable facts, and Yah. Take that argument with them. The word Jamaicans was invented by Europeans who tried to conquer the island.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When the British tried to conquer the island, because the island was originally called something until the Portuguese came here, and then they called it Santo Domingo or some crap like that. I forgot the name the Portuguese called the island. But when they came here, the African Arawak, they were here first before everyone. Columbus and his boys came here, and they tried to butcher our African ancestors. They wasn't trying to feel it. Then they came over with our Cromanti, Ashanti, everyone from the kingdom of Judah. Look up what Ghana used to be called before it was named Ghana, which Ghana and Nigeria was once one country until the Europeans came there and then divided it with all types of nonsense. But it was one country, and what we now call as Ghana was called the Kingdom of Judah. Yes, because portions of the 12 tribes scattered through all of Africa, because Israel is Africa, Egypt is Africa, although today's modern political maps tell you it's not, but when you look at the actual globe, you're like, but it's on the continent of Africa. Yeah, but it's not Africa. Huh? I don't understand. That's like saying Canada is not North America. Why? Because North America is the United States. No, the United States and Canada is North America as a whole. In fact, everything on this side of the hemisphere is called the Americas. Period. But anyway, so although people will argue, but Triforce, the continent wasn't even originally called Africa. Yeah, I get it. It was called Kushite at one time. It was called Nubia at one time. Gaia, Ethiopia. We know, we get it. But like we don't want to. You have to take into consideration. A lot of us are lost. A lot of us. And in order for you to get the populace to understand, you gotta break it down to the bare bones so they can understand. Too many lies, too many rewrites of history to be giving people the apocrypha. They'll get lost and scared. A lot of people get scared off because Israelites will come to them. You're reading the wrong book from the white man, and you're going to hell, and we gotta enslave, butcher, murder, and people's like, whoa, what's going on? And they just look. I'm just gonna go back to the regular life because this is too much. It's called extremism. That's what it is. It's not extremism. That's what Yah says. I get it, but only Yah can be extreme. For Yah is the Elohim. As for you and me, we're men and women. We are man. So yeah, you don't get that law. You don't get to exact wrath and vengeance. No, until Yah tells you. And that's when people go, yeah, well, it says Yah. Whoa. You need to slow down. Unless Yah tells you, and you better come with some proof that Yah told you. I don't want to hear Yah told me in a dream. That's why the Bible got changed up. Because a lot of dudes says in a dream, Constantine saw in his dream a cross and Hawker Signal Walker means in this sign we conquer. He said that in a dream, wrote it out. Now that became law, beat it with that nonsense. Stop talking for Yah. Please stop speaking for Yah. Real talk. Like a lot of you guys are taking his name in vain, speaking on him. You don't speak for Yah. Yah speaks for you. So we got to try to break this down in a more understanding, digestible, accepting way so people can begin their journey into finding Yah. These extreme tactics, well, if they worked, wouldn't it have worked by now? So clearly they don't work. Yeah, well, when Yah comes, it will work because Yah makes it work. But I can't. All right. I'll keep it down. Sorry about that. I'm too loud. Well, when let Yah come and make it work. We have tried for millenniums and it has not worked. So I don't want to hear this blah blah blah. No. If when Yah sends, actually Yah ain't sending nobody except Michael and the rest of those dudes. But yeah, when there's no sending, next time Yah will come. If a man comes and says Yah sent me, that's chances are that's the Antichrist. Because Yah said he ain't sending nobody. When he comes, it's gonna be Michael, it's gonna be Gabriel, it's gonna be them dudes. They're gonna be like, we here. Spare the green and the animals. Everybody else goes, except for the remnant, the blameless. Those are the only ones. Everybody else catching the hands of God. Real talk. That's a brace yourself, fool. The only thing you can hope for is you don't die the second death. Like when I was a kid, I used to be scared. But now that I'm walking the path of Yah and trying to be as righteous as I can be, I'm not scared of the first death anymore. It's the second death I'm scared of. I don't want that. I want everlasting life. So the first death is just a process. It's a passageway that has always been a part of our African culture. Death is just a passing. That's it. That these things happen. Death happens everywhere. Plants, animals, all types of things, germs, everything dies. Everything lives, everything dies, right? But energy, even down to science, energy can never be destroyed. Energy just gets retransmuted. If you follow that scientific principle, then that kind of makes sense because we're made of energy, especially if we're made from Yah. But Yah is like, okay, let's say Yah is bounded to the laws of science, which Yah is not. And he goes, we're going to follow the law. Energy cannot be destroyed. Okay, fine. Energy can only be contained. Well, I got two containments here. I have everlasting life with Yah. That's one containment. And the burning lake of fire, which we call hell or whatever it is, and yada, yada, yada. And then there's that. So you have to choose which one you want your energy to go to this life. See, so even if you break it down in science, like, okay, you gotta pick. So the ideal here is to try to get people to have a simplistic understanding of Yah, his laws, and how he wants us to live our life. And I'm gonna take a quick pause here so you can get the floor, Reg, because I'm taking too much of the floor.
Oh no, it's an introduction. But this is what I really want to get into, right? This is what we're going to get into. Like, a lot of people don't know like what you did for like certain industries and stuff like that. A lot of people, it's basically you. Like a lot of people that's come on my page, they already know me, or like I stream on Facebook, they already know me, kind of know me and stuff like that. So I want everybody to know who you are. Like some people don't know who you are, and a lot of stuff that's going on today is because of you, and it goes missing. They used to call you, what used to call you, the king of Chinatown.
Yeah, well, the movie was called The King of Chinatown. It can be referenced that it was Triforce, but it also can be referenced that it's Justin Wong. I definitely will tell you it's Justin Wong. It got nothing about me, but I started a movie where me and Justin, we pretty much started the movie. It's called The King of Chinatown. It's
Mhm.
about the Empire Arcadia, the number one winning video game team in the world. All praise be to Yah. For if not for Yah, none of that would even be possible. I've learned to start giving Yah praise and first before anything. People will donate to me. I'd be like, all praise be to Yah. Then I tell them thank you. Because like, I was watching this thing called Kingdom Preppers, and it's like, it's wild how Yah gives us this life. We thank everyone, including ourselves, before we ever thank God. And that's wild. And I'm like, think about it. You are not here because you are alive. You didn't make yourself. So how can we give reverence and thanks to anyone over God first? In a sense, that's kind of using God's name in vain, in a sense. So always give thanks to God. I remember when I used to go in a Catholic school, my father used to take me to Catholic, he put me in a Catholic school, which I do not like Catholicism personally, because of the crimes Catholicism has done. But this is no secret. Like
Oh,
Catholic people know this.
hold on. I'm glad you said that. New Orleans Saints. Go look at them Saints. Them Saints was trying to cover up a story. It's like last year, 2 years ago, whatever, about a certain Catholic church. And if a lot of people think I'm lying, y'all seen it on Northern.com or it's on the news. The Saints, you know, the Saints is the football team, right?
Yeah.
NFL, he was covering up a story. They come up with a story about something that was going on in the Catholic church and all these little boys and stuff. These little kids getting messed over in the church. I don't want to say it. You know, I don't want to say what happened. Really happened because you know how people be on social media and shit like that. But Catholic church is kind of off the. It's kind of Catholic church. I know for sure. Look over the years too. Over the years, the Roman Catholic Church.
Fair. To be fair,
crazy.
Human beings are petty. So I'm going to be fair, right? When it comes to religion of any kind, humanity or mankind has done a lot of wicked things under these spiritual disciplines. Because that's what religion is, a spiritual discipline. I say this because Yah's son was a part of no religion. Whether you're in the Quran, the Torah, the Bible, any religion you want to pick up, not once did Jesus, Yeshua, or the son, or let's call him by his title, the Christ, the Son of God, not once did he ever said, I'm repping this religious set. I'm not saying he represents Yah, his father, period. That's it. That was it. And if you watch his lifestyle, he urged and influenced us to follow the righteous way that Yah, his father, wanted us to live. And when I say his father, I really mean our father, because of course that's what this is about. Yeshua has also said that his father that's our father as well. He never said that was his father only; it's our father as well. But we need to follow that lifestyle that he has left for us, which is in the book. It tells us how to live clean. We follow Yah's laws, we would live the days Yah has given us, which is the 120. We will have everlasting life. We will always know happiness, etc., etc. And that's why I say it's right to give thanks and praise to Yah, the Elohim. That's why I do that. Yeah. So I know it sounds like, wow, so are we, if everything you're going to talk about, you're just going to be talking about Yah? Let me give a context to that answer. The answer is yes.
Yes.
But it's not that we're going to talk about Yah. Whatever the topic is, we will talk about it, but it will always include Yah in it because these things cannot happen without Yah. So when Reg said we want to talk about you, Triforce, Yah, I am a part of Yah. If you're talking about me, we're going to be talking about Yah as well. And I have done so much through Yah for my people, Africans, brothers and sisters, Israelite brothers and sisters, Gentile brothers and sisters, and everyone else in between. We are all human, but we are all not the same. Some people say, Triforce, you're Israelite. To be very honest with you, I don't even know. I'm just going to follow what Yah and his son told me to do. That's the commandments he gave. It doesn't make a difference if I'm an Israelite or a Gentile. It's not important. To me, I just want to follow the way. That's it. Like, do you know the way? And the way is Yah. So
go on. So here's the thing. So back then, I think I'm gonna say back then when you created Empire, how you get a lot of sponsors? Because like, it's first of all, it's hard for a black person to get sponsors or a black person to be like the face of something without being scrutinized or anything like that. So how did you particularly get sponsors when again that was like 2000 what 13? What was it? What year was that? 13, 11?
No, the empire started long before that, and
I talk
that's a
about,
great question to ask.
I talk
So
about,
let me answer
the
that question.
sponsor wise. About sponsor when you got like actually,
Sponsor wise.
yeah, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, these sponsors came through. I got the first and most important sponsor for Empire Arcadia, and that was Yah himself. Without Yah, I'm not getting any sponsors. Period. So many entities came and tried to rob the empire, steal from the empire, and Yah has done a great job in protecting the empire. When I look back at the empire and how we survived, bruh, we're supposed to be dead 100,000 times.
Uh-oh. I bust up. Crashed. Come back in. Your camera.
One moment, I know this always happens. This always happens. This will always happen on Discord. You only have
Yeah.
about 1 hour or so before it refreshes. Let me get my camera back on. There I go. Okay. So last thing I said, what was the last thing I said?
Yeah, without yeah.
Okay, without Yah, the empire would not have been possible. So that was my first sponsor. From there, Yah brought other sponsors to EMP, and I'm explaining to you how those sponsors were procured in the man's layman's terms, because for some people they may not believe in Yah, whatever the case may be. Yah instructed me to to persevere and press forward and trying to contact companies based on what we have done years preceding me looking for sponsors. I'll give you a real come on, Travis, get it together. I'll give you a real-time example of that. Right now, the Valkyries, which is our sister division for EMP, those are the daughters of the Empire. We've been doing a lot of content with them. Empress now, the head Valkyrie, she's my wife. She runs a TV, the only video game TV show here in Jamaica, the Olivia Munn of the G4 TV in Jamaica. She streams. She creates some forever summer content. Some of the most beautiful, sexy, lovely ladies that Yah has produced in Jamaica to go out and show you guys why all natural African, Israelites is just the shiznit, be for real. Yeah. Anyway, let's move forward. Anyway, so we have done so much with our daughters to help them create a brand that we're now marketing. So there's a company called Buster, and Buster, it's a drink, carbonated drink, fruit drink company, and they're doing a video game giveaway thing or whatever. And that opportunity came across to me because my wife was listening to the radio, and y'all just put her in the right place in the right time to hear what's going on. I heard that they was giving a competition, so now we're reaching out to them, and we can put together a deck based on what they have already done to show that they've proven that they can help promote and sell, market, and endorse their brand of products and services. So with the Empire, between 2002 all the way to 2013, we had the entire legacy of the Empire. Yah has helped us win through Justin Wong, Sanford Kelly, IFC Yipes, Armada, Knuckle Dude, Dominion, Kraymore, and Mewtwo King. I'm like, there's so many champions of all different ethnic groups that went out there and they did their things, ranging from out of Canada, from guys out in Prez and JS Master from Canada. There's a couple others out there, not to mention out of most guys from America, obviously Snake Eyes and all of the rest of the guys that I named earlier. From guys out in Australia, Issei from Japan. So we had players from all over the world that was representing us Shout outs to Sule out in Ghana right now, who just qualified for the top
I
players in Ghana.
I
Tournament.
seen that. I seen that on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went out there. He blew up his group stage. So he's in the finals group matching. So he has another chance to bring the Empire another championship out in Ghana. He's won several of them. One of them was the 2018 GGC, the 2018 GGC championship. What was it? 2019, 2018. Yeah.
Mhm.
So big shout out to him. So we have all these people out there, and based on what we've done, and the struggles that we go through, and our struggles, you have to really look. Our sponsorship comes from the people. The 90% of EMP comes from the people. Crowdfunding. Guys such as yourself, guys such as Fatal Strike, guys such as what's this guy? Evil Jagan, guys such as what's this guy? Megatroll, Stated Average, Mist, Super Nintendo, the Council of Arcadia, Robin, Blake, Onyx, Black Pauldron, longtime friends that's with me before the Empire, during the Empire, Colleen, Cal One, what's this called? Jermaine, the Gaming Night, the second Gaming Night. Who else? Lord Rothwin, Lord Ugg, also known as Roberts Billings, Mad People, Alexis, so many people. I don't want to go. I could sit here forever and keep telling you all these names, and I don't want people to, oh, Triforce, you didn't mention my name, man. Come on, man. How you going to do me like that? But you guys know who you are out there. You know what you contributed to the Empire. All of those people help contribute to me. CJ, let's say there's a lot of people, man. Color Switch, companies, big ass companies out there. Even and these sponsorships is not just monetary. These sponsorships are also concessions with companies and brands have done for Empire Arcadia. So even guys like Calvin Theobald from the director from King of Chinatown, Jordan also as well. What's this guy's name? Wayne Benjamin from the Live Video Game TV, Billy Mitchell, Walter Day.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me tell y'all something, right? So this man right here, right? This man right here, he know Reggie Fils-Aimé. Now, a lot of people don't know who Reggie Fils-Aimé is. He was the dude over Nintendo, the black dude.
That's it. Yeah.
The black. A lot of people don't know that it was a black dude. Like you have a Nintendo Switch, Wii, Game Boy, Nintendo DS. He was with they were like this. They like this. They got a did he come out a book or I seen on your page a book.
Yeah, I posted it. He's a #1 seller. A lot of people forget that a black man ran Nintendo of America for 15 years. A black man. So some people will argue, oh no, he's French. Well, okay, well.
He came out and said, he came out and said he was black.
He himself said, leading Nintendo as a black man. His new book is called Disrupting the Game. So you go argue with him about that, all right?
Black man. Argue
with him about that.
Hey, look, he don't talk like corporate. He don't talk like corporate. Like he talk like a straight black dude. And no doubt that he will tell you. Even he will tell you. He they like this. They like this. The dude over Nintendo. They like this. Matter of fact, tell the people about the Guinness World Record, man. What you got? A lot of people don't know that too. A lot of people don't understand that too. A black dude. He was an ambassador of Nintendo. Him.
Well, yeah, I was the first commercial ambassador. Let me explain that because I don't want to take away props from the ambassadors before me. There's ambassadors back in the 80s, long before me. But those ambassadors were representing Nintendo from a corporate level. There's this guy called Dan. He used to do commercials for Nintendo. He did all the Nintendo commercials and stuff like that for Nintendo. He was also a part of the people who helped set up the Nintendo hotline where you can call in. So shout outs to the first generation of ambassadors for Nintendo, but I became Nintendo's first social media ambassador in the age of YouTube and before YouTube was even starting. In fact, there's an entire podcast about it with a lady who used to work in Nintendo, who now works for Capcom, who explains to you that I'm Nintendo's first social media ambassador.
Yep.
I stopped them since I retired a long time ago. I passed the torch to the Nintendo's new social media ambassador, C&D, and he's not alone. There's a bunch of them out there.
I don't see. I would have. I went to his YouTube page. I don't see like anything like for a long time. Since like
Now,
after.
he has his. Well, first of all, he's young. He's growing, and I don't
Yeah.
want people to say, "Oh, Trafford, you're just trying to defend him." It has nothing to do with that because when I started out, trust me, it was growing pains. When you first start out, you have to understand how much of a toll these things take on you, just to be able to hold that mantle that people are the expectations. Young guy, he has his girlfriend. He's dealing with and stuff like that. Not like in a bad way or anything like, but he has his girlfriend. The man has his own priorities and stuff like that. The only reason why I was able to do this, you have to keep in mind, like I'm a grown ass man. Who, like when I became Nintendo's first ambassador, I was literally in my 30s. So like this guy is just hit 23 or 24. No, she said she was gonna call you and let you know something about the products. So I asked her, weren't you supposed to leave me some other stuff? And she said, I couldn't. She just got back onto the island. She would call you. But she didn't, I guess she didn't call you. I'm getting ready to go. I've got 20 more minutes on the podcast. Huh? Oh, it's right here. Gosh. Oh, crap. Hold on. One second now.
Yeah. Take it.
I apologize, everyone. Small thing going on with my family. Got to take care of that first. Some, there's a lot of stuff going on. And bring back the twisty tie. I need that. So yeah, there's so much I have done for Nintendo, and I still do. Not as much because I'm older now, and my responsibilities is the Empire, the Valkyries, the sons and daughters of Arcadia, and then I have my family to take care of. Although my biological mother and father has passed, Yah has blessed me with a brand new family. I have a new mother. He blessed me with a wife. We have some kids. Well, they're not my kids, but they're my wife's mother's kids. But they're my kids because the man of any family, you walk into a household and you're the man of the family, those kids are your responsibility. That is what it is to be righteous. As a man, that's my job. So yeah, right. So I take care of the kids and whatnot. And but that's how I came in. And like I said, to answer your question directly, all the things y'all helped me out with in the beginning to set a foundation is what I used to help get sponsors. And I didn't get a lot, and some of them that I did get was trying to take advantage of us and whatever. But I'm a lot older now, a lot wiser, slightly more humble. I still have I'm yelling. It depends on the conversation because I get passionate and start yelling and all this other stuff. But ultimately, I'm more of a refined person. And I guess when I hit 50, I'll take. When I hit 50, and all of this is peppered, and I hit the gym, and I'm bricked up, I'm chiseled everywhere. I guess I'll try to change my personality to match that more, sophisticated, calm, humble, speak softly, carry big stick type attitude.
So here's another thing too. So a lot of people like there's like big organizations named like Phase. What's another other big ones? Phase, Optic, Echo Fox, even Envious. This dude, he got T1. Now these are multi-million-dollar corporations. Matter of fact, Phase, I think a couple months ago, they how they set up to see how much Phase worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
He got his organization got more tournament wins than anybody on the planet. No, on the planet. What 2,000 plus? More. But
actually, 1 second, I got you.
Yeah, but again, like most of these companies.
I got you.
Oh, it's for the circuit. Yeah. Right, so, bring it a little closer.
There's no glare. Oh crap! There's glaring. All right, let me bring it right there. It is. So now
it's good.
The most documented tournament wins for a gaming team stands at 2,000 and was, what is that? I'm reading this backwards.
It was achieved by Empire Arcadia US as 14th May 2015. But
2015. Now
but
keep in mind, we achieved 2000 in May of 2015. So the
yeah,
record isn't 2000. It's far more than that now. But that's when we achieved 2000 at the time.
yeah.
And we're still winning even to this day. Like we had just mentioned with Burner Flow, who won a qualifying tournament for a FIFA competition out in Ghana last week and qualified for the Grand Championship. So hopefully he'll bring home
So
the gold. Oh,
so
and
but
shout outs to Royal Lance, who won the Star Realms competition at PAX. Big shout outs to him
yeah.
as
We
well.
talk about PAX East, huh? PAX
Yeah,
East.
one of our
That
guys
like that was
in PAX
yeah.
competed in a Star Realms competition. There's a
Oh,
collective
okay.
time. Sorry, give me 1 second.
And another thing is too, a lot of those big corporations white owned. Everybody white owned. He got more tournament wins than those big corporations. They got millions of dollars, big budgets,
A lot,
big ass
a lot of those
sponsorships.
guys, and they can purchase the players they need to win. I couldn't
Right,
purchase the players I need to win. I had to grind them. I
right.
had to actually grind with these players to actually win. And don't get it twisted. 100 plus of those 2000 championships came from me.
Right.
I was on the battlefield too. Don't get it twisted. Like if you check my Twitter, you just see I'm still putting in work, and I'm 44. Yeah, you get these hands
But
still. These hands still work.
look, so this is another thing too. A lot of like this is what I think too. The concept, like they got a lot of phase houses, they got a lot of optic houses. He was in New York.
They got that. They got that
It
from the
started.
art.
It started from him. But now you go on you go on YouTube, you see all these big corporations, big gaming organizations with team houses. It started with him. It literally started with him. And it's crazy. Like you won't find any information about like if you see like the top biggest corporations when it comes to entertainment or gaming or anything like that, you ain't gonna see him on there. But he you seen the documents. It show you he got the most wins in history. We ain't talking about recently in history. You got big corporations, $1 billion, big ass sponsors, Chipotle, Best Buy, all these big corporations. He did it without any of those big ones like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, there is a reason. I actually don't even get mad anymore, because I honestly, I honestly don't necessarily care about the being recognized by the industry for what we have accomplished through y'all. I really don't care anymore. I used to, but I realize that the path y'all has put me on, it's better. I believe that if I followed the path of man, I would be corrupted. I'd become wealthy, and then there goes. I believe, like, I literally believe I would just start being corrupt and stuff like that. All of the nonsense that goes on in Babylon, I would just be on it. That's what really happens when you become rich. Like, look at James Harden. A man wants to retire, he dumps $1 million on a strip club party. Like, come on, man. Like, really? Is that what we're doing
Damn,
out here? Basketball player could have done so much more with that, and you dumped it. Like, it was
that's
cool.
crazy too. Like a lot of stuff. Like it's like a theme park. Like an example, right down here, the rapper Lil Wayne, he had a skate park, right? So I think like I gotta look at it up and stuff like that because I don't want to misspeak it or just come up with some shit. But the city closed the skate park down, and it's a skate. They have basketball courts. It's in the lower night. The lower night is a Coastal Canal, I think it is, but in a night walk basically. They shut it down, and it's like blacks they try to do something, and a lot of times it be state or the government to try to shut it down. And another time why like you say it again?
The reason why that happens is because we're trying to build in an oppressor's country. I don't understand why the Chinese go to America, they make money, they take the money, they leave, and they go back home and they invest their money back in building up their country. Why don't we do that? Why are we spending money building anything in America? We don't own anything. You see what happened to the truckers? Look at the trucker convoy, right?
Yeah.
Something that went against the government, their bank accounts got frozen. They lost everything. Vladimir Putin got sanctioned by the world. He owns his own country. What is wrong with us? We're so stupid. Nothing we make in Babylon will ever belong to us. We're allowed to have it by them. And if they so chose to say you can't have it anymore, you lose it. So that's why the way the empire is built, the empire is built based on what we have done as a people in the organization. They can't take that away. You can't take away a legacy. You can't destroy it. It's not a physical thing you can own. It's history. You could try to rewrite it, and that's the best you can do. So later on, you may hear Empire Arcadia was founded by a white man called Isaac Goldstein, or some nonsense like that. That's probably what it is.
Here's another thing too, like a good example, like Fortnite, right? You know, everybody know what Fortnite is. A lot of those dances you see on there is from black dudes. You could go back for like the past 3 or 4 years. They got lawsuits of them taking the likeness of these dudes, these black dudes, because all the dances by black folks. They got like lawsuits right now. Lawsuits right now of those dudes like complaining like, man, you took my dances and put it on Fortnite, selling it, and then you know how Fortnite skins and shit. It costs a lot, huh?
You know what's so funny though? You know what's so funny about those dances though? They're gonna win the lawsuit, but after Fortnite says, all right, we've made enough money, we'll settle with them out of court. So when they're done, they're ready to be done with their game and they felt they've made enough money, then they'll come back to them and say, all right, yeah, we'll settle with you out of court, but they've already made the money.
I remember seeing like reports, like how much money they make through a certain quarter. You know, they got 4 quarters in a year. One quarter they made 500 million. Another quarter they made $1 billion off of skins and dances.
And none of the black people are going to make dances. That's why the Valkyries are working on a Just Dance, a dance and song that we're going to try to get put in Just Dance, and we're going to go copyright the dance. Like we're going to learn. We learn our lesson. We're like, that dance ain't coming out until that dance is copywritten and everything, because anyone try to steal the dance, we're going to sue them. That's simple.
Remember, I don't know if you remember this, but it's like a story that came during slavery time. One of the slaves came up with the cotton gin, and he actually the slave master, whatever you want to call him, he took the cotton gin and was making money off it. I guess making copies of it, making money off it. The dude who created the black dude who created it, sued him and won his case. The cotton gin, you can look that up. Called cotton gin. I don't know what the cotton gin do particularly, but he won the case and got all the patents back. Like, and that's another thing too. Another thing too is a lot of them dance moves. They're not patented, or they don't have, it's not copyrighted. So Fortnite just gonna take that shit. Oh, you ain't gonna take that shit? Well, look, I'm already made $1 billion off it with you. I'm gonna settle it for $2 million, $3 million. Here, take this. I can take this shit.
And you want to take it. And
right.
You won't have to take it.
You got to pay your lawyer. Your lawyer making money. The more you prolong the shit, the more money it costs. That's why big corporations, they know what they're doing. You got billions of dollars behind them.
They can fight you infinitely.
Right. And every time you go to that court, you gotta pay that lawyer. That lawyer fees add up quicker than them. They can afford that shit. They can afford that.
They can afford to stall you out of court forever. They got that money, especially if it's ongoing and they're sitting there just making money out of it. But I've learned all of those things, and that's why I'm saying I'm glad that Yah has put me in this direction to go with for the empire, because being in this particular direction, I avoid all of these things. I don't like none of these things affect me, because I tell our people this all the time. Do you know what the greatest resource on earth is? Do you know what it is?
Natural. Well, I'll say water, but
the greatest resource. Well, no, that's a
you talking natural?
No, not a natural resource. Let me try to put this in a different way. What happened? Oh, the greatest resource on this earth is black people.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
only.
Okay, yeah.
It is the only resource we will commit genocide. Well, actually, can't commit genocide because you need them. In
Yep.
slavery, we will enslave. They will enslave us. They will take our women because you know what's going on in Japan? Yeah, man.
Oh, I
Like
seen that. I
the
see. Was it? They got off the bus. And it was the Asian people over there was calling them niggas and all kind of. Well, I can't. Oh, I could say that. Fuck, I'm black. They can't do me nothing. Fuck, they'll call them niggas. They was calling them niggas on the bus. I remember seeing that clip in Japan.
I find it funny when black people want to go to Japan outside of being a vacation. Because I'm like, hey, look, you want to go to Japan for a vacation? That's fine. You know, everywhere you go, you will always have some nasty people, but then you will also be able to enjoy yourself and have a good time. That's anywhere you go. That's even down here in Jamaica. So, but like if you want to go and live there, this is not your place. It's not your country. You want to visit?
Nah.
Fine. But I wouldn't recommend anyone. I don't recommend to black people to go to any country that is not theirs. We went to China. Coronavirus broke out. What did they blame? Who was the first that they blamed? The Africans. Threw all 400 something African people out in the street for no
I seen
reason.
that.
And
Yep.
it wasn't even us. Only just to find out it was them that, according to now there's a lab leak theory that they threw out. Now that lab leak theory came back. So it's like they potentially, that's the word,
Right.
potentially leaked it themselves. But wait, you tried to blame us in the beginning. And they're like, well, that just goes to show you that the Chinese nation, not the Chinese people, because you cannot account for an entire set of people, but the Chinese government does not like us, and they never will. And we need to just come to the acceptance of that. But why they don't like us? The why is irrelevant. They just don't like us. Just accept it. You can't force people to like you.
Here's another thing. So in Israel, like we all know Hebrew, like Hebrew Israelites. We from Israel, right? If you go to Israel,
you have Jews, and then you have Jewish people.
Yeah, but listen to this. The Israelites. I talk about the Jews, the real blacks. The blacks. They live close to nuclear plants, while the Israelis or the pretenders or Jewish, the Jewish people, they live in
Jewish people. That's what they're called because
that have been Turks.
You know what the word ish means?
Jewish. Priest Don called them small hats. You got the little small hats. Those people, they live in lavish over there.
No, we're not going to call them small hats because some people may take offense to that and then say,
well, that's
yeah, they're Jewish people. Jewish people. That is what they're called. Continue.
But they live in Israel, right? The real one, the real blacks, they live in nuclear plants. They live in the worst environments. But in the same city, the Jewish, they live lavish. And that's literally our country. That's literally our country, but they have blacks in the ghettos. In the ghettos.
Hold on, whoa. We got to time out.
What's up?
All praise be to y'all. And this is why we got to call it the 9th commandment. We got to put some context here. That is not our country.
No more.
That is y'all's country.
Okay, I got you.
Y'all's country.
I got you.
And that is the country y'all has for his people. So yeah, but they ain't gonna have that for long. Y'all coming for his country, so come up off that.
But you can go to every single country, right? You will always find blacks in the ghetto. Giannis, I don't know how you say his last name, Antetokounmpo. He's literally from the ghetto in Greece. I mean, in Greece, literally from the ghetto, like literally, all blacks.
That's why I don't like when they call him the Greek freak. Because I'm like, if he wasn't good at basketball, would you call him the Greek freak or would you just call him another African?
Yep.
Beat it. The African freak. Get out of here. I don't want to. Yes, he's from Greek, but he's African.
Yeah. If you really look at him, he don't look like he's from here. He look like anything Greek. Yeah, he's from here, literally.
Unless you're talking about ancient Greek, because you know the entire world was originally black. So unless you're saying that, but like we know what you mean.
if y'all ever do like research, go look what city he's from. That city literally it's like literally the ghetto. It's literally it's a Greek version, quote unquote, Greek version of New Orleans
Ghetto,
projects.
which I find funny. You know why? Because before that, when he was in the ghetto and nobody knew him, no one in Greece claimed him. But he won
Right.
an NBA championship, and now the country of Greece claims him.
Right. Matter of fact, here's another thing too. He's from Greek, right? So he can't play like during the Olympics. He can't play in the Team USA. He got to play for Greece, for Greece. And he literally him and he got two other brothers, I think, or three other brothers.
Yeah.
They're all of them in the NBA. They got to play for they got to for Greece. And I ain't gonna lie, no lie. I think they're the only like brothers.
Team that compete Africa.
No, like it might be four blacks on their whole team, and everybody else is white or European Greek.
And that glaring truth is just standing right in our face, and nobody even notices it. Like if you took all people who claim and represent their African heritage out of America and say represent Africa in the Olympics, no ethnic group has more gold medals than African people. Did that?
I ain't gonna lie. Jamaica, they be tearing everybody ass up in that track. Yeah, I don't. Jamaica shit. They
marathons.
It'd be the Kenyans. The Kenyans be tearing.
If you took, they show the tracks. They show track in the last Olympics, and they showed you the first place team, second place team, third place team. Everyone was black. But they're talking about Jamaica, the U.S. African team won. I was like, and I'm like, looks like 3 African team won. That's what it looked like to me. You know, I'm not blind. I'm looking. It looks like 3 African teams.
It's just crazy, man. This is crazy.
Let's go one last topic, and we'll because I gotta actually head out.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of yeah.
And this was an introduction. This was just
it's this introduction. It took so fucking long to try to set this shit up. Like it's fucking Facebook gotta get like go through your email. I had to go through my email, cell phone, then I had to go through OBS, then I had to go through Discord to try to get the shit work. It's a lot of shit, and I couldn't start on time because of that shit. I should have done it last night, but even if I would have done it last night, I still had to test the shit. So this shit is aggravating, like
worry, guys.
aggravating.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Reg's
YouTube. You got subscribe to your shit too.
Facebook. Yeah, I know, but like we're gonna be running off yours, so make sure you guys subscribe to his platforms. The next time you will see us this coming Saturday, May 14th, we will be back for the second episodes of the 9th Commandment. Make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll give you a reminder at the end of this podcast as well. But make sure this was a rough podcast. I'll have my background better set up than this and whatnot. But so much we're going to talk about. And we definitely want to make sure that you guys are in on it because we want to get you guys input as well. So, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's just about it, man. Oh, we talked about the Valkyries. Another thing too. I got another thing too. One of my friends, she hit Niall up, and that was a good thing because she's into the stuff like same exact shit. And I just like how what y'all do over there. It's just crazy. Like it just I don't know. Yeah, like if I'm gonna go to Jamaica, I'm going out there. Like I always want to visit Jamaica. I'm coming out there. I want to go out there. It's one of the places I want to go to. Jamaica, Israel, and Ghana, and Guyana too. Those countries I want to go. I don't know when, but I want to go. And one of my places I really want to go to though, like really want to go to is Jamaica. And I've never been to New York either. I'm going to New York next year though. Next year I'm going to New York for sure, 100%. But 100%. New York, huh?
No, No, you said you're coming to New York. You're going to New York.
Yeah,
When you come.
next year.
The reason why I just wanted to jump in and say this, but because I want to start this up. So some people will say, well, what is it that the Valkyries do? And context. Because I had a discussion with a brother, an Israelite out here in Spanish Town. And you know how our women have to wear their clothes a certain way. And we have to get away from these sinful behaviors because our women is supposed to be dressed appropriately and whatever. Let me not marginalize it by saying whatever. I don't want to say it like that. But it is hard to survive in this world and feed our brothers and sisters who are suffering in this world. That's why I will never be a blameless. But I tell you one thing: when me and my wife have children, I will do everything in my power to try to make sure that our children are one of those 144, the blameless. So whether their life is taken out of the world accidentally, quick, they will not undergo the sins that we have to repent for daily. I will do everything. Obviously, they won't be perfect, but they will not. The sins I have incurred in my lifetime, they will be, when they commit any sins, it will be a fraction of a fraction. They will, my children, I will do everything in my power to make sure that my children never break none of the 10 commandments. None of those commandments will be broken. I've broken several of those commandments. In my last 7 years, I'm 8 for 10. My free throw for the commandments is on point, B. I'm shooting 90% at the free throw line with the 10 commandments. I am so proud of myself, man. Because and my life, the way I'm living, because I like the way I live my life, I'm so happy. I know I'm not supposed to be boasting, but since leaving Babylon, the amount of sins and sinful thoughts that I have drastically been reduced. I am so happy. All praise be to Yah the Elohim. Because I never thought I would ever get, you know, when like, are you really happy in your life? I am literally happy in my life. You can ask anyone who know me and like, yeah, I've never seen Trifle so happy. I couldn't believe, I never thought I'd live that. I know I would like, I want to live a righteous life. And I knew like, but it's going to be hard living in Babylon. But leaving Babylon, bruh, I am happy to say, I am so happy to say, I should have left Babylon. Or actually, no, let me not say that because Yah creates the path for us. Yah knows the time. Yah knows when and where. We will never know when and where. Yah knows when and where. But if you just leave all things up to Yah, Yah will be like, you leaving me to drive? Yeah. In a line, we have this line down here. They call it Jesus take the wheel. Yah take the wheel. If you let Yah take the wheel, you shall not want nothing. Yah will give you everything. And I mean that.
So
I'm telling you, coming from someone raised in the hood from the Bronx to Brooklyn, I'm supposed to be dead 10 times over.
Yeah.
Took the wheel for me. I am here. All praise be to Yah. And that's real everything.
Look, this is what I want to say. Like a lot of stuff, like since I'm gonna say like 2014. Since 2014, I really came to like the Israelite truth and stuff like that. Actually, the dude, like the group I'm with now, when I show you the fringes and stuff like that. Let me see. I'm showing people.
I'm copying those. I'm copying one. I know exactly what I'm
Lions of Israel. They from New York too. They're from New York, and yeah, they're from New York. Matter of fact, a lot of like down here in New Orleans, we don't have. They might have them, but they're not. It's not like big. Like New York is like culture out there. It's like everything's super culture out there. So
yeah,
2014. Matter of fact, it's a dude from Lafayette. If I see Ryan, you know what I'm talking about, Ryan, Israelite Ryan. It's one of the dudes from y'all city, Lafayette. I was playing a game. See how crazy it is, right? I was playing a game. I was playing Battlefield. It's Battlefield 4, right? And I'm just playing. Matter of fact, Robert Ware, he's an Israelite too. but we were just playing a game, just having fun. So he stopped me. He was like, hey, brother, like he was like, oh, cool. He was like, do you believe in the Most High? I'm like, yeah, I believe in the Most High, of course. And I was just like everybody else. Like I was like, man, the Bible fake, man. The commandments are, man. I don't care about the commandments, man. Or they plagiarize the commandments. And he was like, man, he's like, man, hold up, slow down, slow down. So I was going off where everybody was saying, well, the sixth commandment was fake. Uh, they added that to that, and he was like, well, please tell me where you get that from. Like he was just like breaking it down where you get it from. I said, to be honest with you, I just heard somebody else say this. See this, that's the problem. So
Yeah.
he sent me a video. It was I'm trying to think of his name. That's that Priest of Botch, from the HOI, House of Israel. So there's a show. I don't know if you know it. You ever heard of Conscious Community? Or Sonetta? So the so
I
I've
spoke
been
to Sarnetta. But
yeah.
go on.
So Sonetta, right? So if you ever see Sonetta shows and had other Hebrews on there, you got Priest Don. I see Priest Don, Priest Don, Daniela. I see him how he was handling like certain things, certain topics. I'm like, oh yeah, I like how he handles shit like that. So one day I was just like, man, I gotta hit the dude. I gotta hit Priest Don up and just talk. And after that day, it just a lot of shit changed. I stopped doing a lot of bullshit, like a lot of shit. And I say this all the time. I tell my kids this. I tell a lot of my friends that I'm like, bruh, a lot of shit. Like I see a lot of black folks go through. I'm not going through none of that shit. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm not going through a lot of shit. Like I don't stress about anything. Like literally anything. The only thing I stress about, like the only thing I stress about is a relationship. That's it. Out of all things, a relationship. That's it. But everything else, money, food, I always know I'm going to eat. I'm always gonna know. I'm gonna go to work every day. I'm always gonna have money in my pocket. I'm always gonna do what I want to do. And it's simply because after, like I said, 2014, when I really, really got into it. Matter of fact, my partner Marv got me really into it when he sent me the videos about the Nephilims and how like I'm like that's how I really like start going into like the Bible and stuff like that. Yeah, Book of Enoch. Now look, I got all that. Look, I got everything. You see, I don't know if you can see it, but on my book collection, I got all that. And like when I start researching and stuff like that, the Book of Enoch and stuff like that, and where it came from and all, I'm like, a lot of stuff that people say about the Book of Enoch is it don't line up with the Bible's outside source, whatever. But anyway, pseudoscience and some shit like that. But anyway, after I met see that Priest Daniela video on Sunday TV, that changed my life. So I stopped. When I tell you I stopped cold turkey, people like I see eat like seafood, shrimp. Man, I stopped cold turkey. All that cold turkey, like literally.
I'm back into it. When you get into Israelite life, I used to be. You can ask any of my friends. Shrimp fried rice with shrimp and broccoli, carrots and onions. My man, I was tearing it up. Yo, bro, haven't eaten shrimp in. Actually, I haven't eaten shrimp. Yeah, done. I eat no scavengers whatsoever. In fact,
I didn't
I don't
eat.
eat
I'm trying to think.
no chicken, no beef. And for all you out there saying that's crazy, how let me put y'all on.
I mean, I eat that. I only eat animals that's grass fed, like chicken, cow, turkey. I don't eat other than that. I don't eat none of that other shit. Like literally none of that shit.
Now, I consciously decided to stop eating meat, not because I want to become a vegetarian. I'm gonna tell you why I stopped. I consciously just decided I'm gonna stop eating meat. Period. It's because the meat is no longer blessed. I'm just gonna keep it 100% with you. America, China, and all of these first world superpowers are some demons, B. These dudes is demons. The things that they have done to the food, B, eating them is at your own detriment. We are dying because of the foods that we eat. Real talk, because my talk is real. I stopped eating chicken. I saw dudes injecting shit in the chicken, blowing them up to make them bigger. I'm not even gonna talk about cows. Like, nah, we done. The hormones that they's giving these creatures, I'm almost done with fish. I'm down to just regular fish or salmon. And even salmon, it gotta be wild Alaskan. And then I had to stop on salmon for a little bit. Why? Because the Fiji plant or whatever from Japan spilled into the the Pacific
Yeah.
Ocean and said that the shit crossed over. I'm like,
It's still look, it's still leaking to this day.
still leaking. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, nigga, mankind's just destroying the earth. That's why I'm trying to get back into my veg. I eat one meal a day, and I try to make as much vegetables as possible.
I can't. It's hard for me to eat one meal. It's hard for me.
The reason it's gonna be hard because you live in Babylon. When
Hold on, look.
leave Babylon over time, I never thought I was gonna stop eating this, and it wasn't hard to necessarily stop. Once you, all right, when you come up, it's good to read those books, but I'm gonna tell you the bad things about it.
No. The reason I showed this because he literally said, like you said, like reduce to one meal a day. Like literally, I can't do it. Let me tell you why I can't do it. I'm in the sun all day, so I work outside. Basically, I'm not.
No, that's
I can't.
First of all, that book, Eat One Meal a Day, everything has context. Everything.
Yeah, certain things you got to eat.
Eating one meal a day is based on what you do.
Yeah.
The average person doesn't do anything. So the average person requires one meal a day. If I was to start hitting the gym and doing more, I'd probably eat a meal and a half because you need the energy to work. And when they say eat one meal a day, it literally means, like for instance, I got up this morning. I just drank water all day. In 4 minutes, we're gonna end this podcast. I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna get a fish with some string beans, mashed potatoes. So I eat a slice of fish with some string beans and some mashed potatoes. That's it. I don't eat anything else from the night. I may eat a little snack, a bag of peanuts or whatever, go back to sleep, wake right back up. Aren't you gonna starve in the morning? Bruh. When the body starts to understand how energy is taken and you eat clean food, the body maximizes the amount of nutrients pulled out from the food because it knows it only gets it once. The body adapts to the intake. When you eat 3 meals a day and you don't really do anything, the body just takes what it needs and the rest becomes fat or just excess waste.
Right.
That's it. The body doesn't need that much. It goes, nah, bro, you eat some fish, that's a protein. You got beans in that rice? Yeah. That's a protein. We'll take the carbohydrates out of the rice. We'll use that as energy to keep you moving. You got your vegetables? Yeah, good. Because that'll be your nutrition that we're going to use to keep your vitamins and minerals in your body and whatever. And what you drinking? Oh, I drink water. Good. Vitamin C plus your glucose count in the sugar in the orange juice and the rest. Oh, I drink alkaline water. Excellent. So now we can move around all the minerals and the stuff in your body and get your blood circulating and flowing. You good for the day. Get going. That's it. But we are lied to by the FDA that we gotta eat 3 meals a day and we gotta eat this and we gotta eat that. And why? Because the FDA makes billions of dollars a year because it's called the Food and Drug Administration. They gotta feed you with food products, not food. Food products. Oh, but what do you mean food products? I just went to the store and I got me a turkey sandwich with cheese. That's not food. That is a food product. It has food elements that they turned into a product. Yams, banana, pepper, onion, tomato, ackee, callaloo, kale, spinach, beans, potatoes, cassava. That's food. And if you ain't eating that, you haven't been eating food.
See me I meal prep and stuff. So my base meal is jasmine rice, lentils. I always I always like so in our camp, the Lions of Israel, he always tell us keep your pantry. Like keep like people think eating healthy it costs a lot. So they got a store down here called Whole Foods. You know what Whole Foods is, huh? You ever heard of Whole Foods?
I know Whole Foods is. It's a scam. It's selling so-called good food at this exorbitant amount of price.
So I used to pay for salmon. I talk about the cut off fish, but it's still like the whole body of the fish, but just took the head off and the tail. $75. $75. I know somebody who will go get me a salmon for $25. Catch him himself. A big one. The same, matter of fact, bigger. For $25, you go to Whole Food, it's $75. A lot of people think we try to eat healthy, you gotta go to Whole Foods. No, you could go go to like a local fruit market. Those fruit cheaper than the Walmart.
If you want to eat healthy, there's something you first have to do. You have to change your mindset and prepare your own food.
I do all the time.
This luxury of fast food preparation, McDonald's, blah, blah, that is what's killing us. That kills us more than the intake. Real talk. But it's 8:30.
Yeah, I'm about to get up too. I gotta eat my last food. Maybe some oatmeal.
Thank you guys for joining us for the first. Actually, this is the pilot. I want to read. Let's
preview.
Number one.
Prologue.
This is episode 0, the pilot of the 9th Commandment, where we're going to be talking about everyday life within the 9th Commandment, topics ranging from social media to the way we live, business, jobs.
I'm also gonna come up with some lot of questions too. I gotta write some questions now. I got a lot of questions. Well, not I'm just trying to say it for you, but like just general topics. Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna do.
Entertainment, all these things, but we keep it real. We shall bear no false witness to you, our neighbor, and no lies will be given. We'll keep this a billion as best as we can because we're still fallible to sin.
So one question? I'm not gonna ask you the question, but this is one question I'm gonna ask next time we stream. What's the difference between American women you dated, women you dated in Jamaica? That's what I really want to tap into. And both sides too. Vice versa. Vice versa.
Boy.
Vice versa. No, but
all right.
It's a difference though.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that next episode, guys. Tune in. It's about to go down. In the next episode, on the first episode of the 9th Commandment, we definitely gonna remember that. Write that question down because we should open up with that.
It's my bag. Book set right there.
Yes.
My bag right there. I got all that stuff down. It's just this freestyle today. This Saturday was Saturday 3:00. See, look. So this is another thing too. I thought you said New York time. That's why I said. That's why I was like, it's on the same time frame. Exact time.
No, we're not. I'm gonna tell you something. Jamaica is true Eastern time. New York is Eastern time. I'm gonna tell you why it's called true Eastern. Whether the planet tilts up or down, we always stay on East Coast time. When the planet tilts, New York changes its time 1 hour ahead. 1 hour back.
I didn't know that.
We don't have daylight savings time. We're always true East.
Damn.
The Caribbean is always true East. Well, Jamaica is always true East. So
I didn't know that.
Our time doesn't change. Like New York's time is 9:32 right now. We're 8:32. When daylight savings time happens for New York, we are still 8:32. We don't change. New York changes.
So we change this though. Like we change. Like in the wintertime, it'll be what? 9.
That's another thing. Jamaica has no seasons. Jamaica's summer. Anyone who wonders, what do you mean Jamaica's always summer? We have a brand down here for the Valkyries called Forever Summer. It is summer in Jamaica, 12 months a year. For instance, it's May right now. It should be raining in America a lot more, right? Yeah. Last month, you guys were in April, and in March, you guys were snowing. In March, we had 90-degree days. It's 90, like that's, yeah. In January, when it was snowing for you guys, we were at the beach. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we don't. They asked, they Googled, has it ever snowed in Jamaica? You can Google it. Snow has happened in Jamaica, but only has happened at the top of our mountain, and the snow never touches the ground.
Huh?
Snow has never touched the ground of Jamaica, the island. It has snow, but it's so hot, it melts before it hits the ground.
Damn. I gotta do that.
First of all, it's never 32 degrees in Jamaica, even at the height of the mountain. It gets about 40 something degrees up there. We're at its coldest.
Damn.
And the coldest it ever gets down here, ever, and it's only at night, 60-something degrees, and only at night. Only. So when that happened, I noticed that the girls always go to the beach and play the Nintendo Switch and all this other stuff. And, you know, they sexy and all that other stuff. So we was like, let's make a brand and we're going to call it Forever Summer. Whenever the girls go to the beach and to go have fun, do TikToks, play the Nintendo Switch, we call it Forever Summer. And now they have that on Empress Now's YouTube channel. But since we're going to talk about girls and stuff like that, the first episode of the 9th Commandment, we'll talk more about the Valkyries after I address your topic. But I got to get going because
Yeah, do that.
For today. But thank you guys for having me. Shout outs to the YouTube. Shout outs to Facebook. I know this is being streamed on Facebook. Thank you guys. Make sure you follow Versatile Reg on all of his social media platforms. I'm his co-host of this show. This is his show. I'm just a co-host. We'll be bringing other guests. Some of these girls we'll have on. And this Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
That's Jamaica time, Central Time. True East Coast times 3 p.m. We'll catch you guys here. So if you're in New York, it's 4 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. We'll catch you guys for the first episode of the 9th Commandment. All praise be to Yah, the Elohim.